Hey guys, I'm Coco. I'm going by the name of COCOMADEIT 5 here on YouTube because it's not about who made it first, it's about who made it work. And I'm the one who's making it work. Duh. As you can see by the title, this is a story time video. My first story time video, as a matter of fact. And the title is Fake Friends Sent Me to Therapy. Part 1. Cause I know y'all like, damn, we gonna get all that in one. No. This story is gonna be a couple parts because I gotta give y'all background tea, middle tea. You know what I mean? I just gotta bring it all together so y'all understand how we even got to the point of therapy. Okay? All right. So go ahead, grab you a chair, get you a blanket, get you something to drink, get you a snack, get you, get you some smoke, get you some of that. Get you whatever you need to get comfy, cause I'm about to get into it. All right, guys, we're gonna get straight into it, and if you see me looking down, it's because I do have my notes, because this story time took place like 2016, what? How long ago is that? 7 years ago? 7 years ago. So it's honestly kind of not a blur, but details I don't remember because 7 years ago, like I said, everybody knows 2016 was that girl. So there was a lot going on that year that we probably gonna talk about on this channel later. But right now, we on this story time. So I'm gonna go ahead and set the tone. So this is my second year of college. I'm at a PWI, and it's the start of spring semester. Once I was able to go back and gather my thoughts and remember this story time, this actually took place the middle of fall semester when I met Tink. I remember that because the probate that we went to only takes place in the fall. Okay. Now, my freshman year wasn't all that. I didn't really make friends. I wasn't a part of a clique because I was in a relationship like a dummy. And I stayed cooped up in my room, didn't make friends. You know how that goes. But just because I didn't make friends on campus doesn't mean I was just some socially awkward, hermit that didn't want to make friends. I was trying to pop out once I broke up with that. You know what I mean? I was trying to pop out. I'm a sociology major, got hella classes with hella people, hella sociology majors, but I'm at a PWI, so there's black people, but it's not a lot of black people. So I ended up, not really having friends. I ended up not really having friends until second semester, my second year of college. Again, it was actually my second year, first semester. It was fall when I met Tink and Belle, and Caprice would come and visit me, and then she decided to transfer in the springtime. That's how she ended up, coming into the story. She transferred to the college that I was at that spring. So I'm in class one day, and you know how your professor would be like, partner up, get into a group. And I believe this day we probably had to get into a group and partner up. And you know how you kind of eyeing your classmates like, oh, she looked like she might be cool. He might be cool. I really think that's how me and this classmate ended up even like becoming acquainted with each other. And we're gonna call this classmate, we're gonna call her Tink. Now Tink was she was a short girl. She was small, but she had such a big personality. Like, she was one of those type of people, like, she's small as fuck. You might not see her in the crowd, but you definitely hear her. Like, you definitely hear her in the crowd. And if she has something to say to you, she was gonna say it. And I'm reserved, but I love those types of people because I can be that way too, underneath it all. I just keep mine keep right in the cut. But I liked her, for, trying to form a friendship. So, we in class. I'm guessing we working on a group project. Like I said, I don't really remember the details of how we met. I just know we met through being in classes together. And so I do remember we were leaving class one day, and I believe there was I think there was a probate or something that night, and she asked me, was I going? And I told her I wanted to go, but I wasn't, because I didn't have anybody to go with. So of course she was like, girl, you can come with me and my homegirls. So of course, what did I do? Bitch, text me, yeah, I'm sliding with y'all to the probate. So we end up, texting, and we ended up meeting up that night to go out. Now, this should have been my first red flag. Okay, Tink has had a bestie. We gonna call her bestie Belle. And Tink and Belle, two peas and pies, you see one, you see the other type shit. But I'm not really in the loop. But Tink and Belle, they was in the loop. And that should have been my first red flag, but because I was friendless, young, Oh, to also set the tone, I'm 20 years old at this time. I'm not even 21 yet. I'm 20 years old, So I'm not really aware that this is a bad thing at the time. But these girls had all the tea. Like, they knew who was fucking who. They knew who didn't like who. They knew who was planning to do to what the who next. They were just really in the loop. And I'm thinking, okay, well, we really don't have a lot of black people here, so whatever. I didn't think nothing of it because, like I said, I just was like, I need some people to go out with because I'm tired of being bored on this damn dry ass campus. So we ended up going to the probate, and we go out that night, and we go out, we having fun, the party lit, it's jumping, because it's the beginning of the spring semester. New line just came out. We partying. Y'all, the party jumping, then all you hear is blah, 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 and all you see is hands going up, just shit get hectic. And like I said, I didn't really get a chance to go out my freshman year, and when I was in high school, I wasn't really on the scene, but I ain't dumb now. I know when shit like that start happening, you need to get low or find the dough. And from where I was in the club, I could not find the dough, so I knew to get low. So y'all, nigga get busted in the head with a bottle, y'all. A nigga get busted in the head. I thought this shit only happened in movies. Nigga get hit in the head with a bottle, and all I did is, whoop! I'm gone. I went and dove under a pool table, skint my whole knee up, broke my heel. My mama, shout out to her, she glued my heel back together. But that's beside the point. That's not what I was trying to catch a vibe and look cute. I wasn't trying to come out with battle wounds, you know what I'm saying? But that should have been a red flag. When you go out with people and shit always, even if it's not y'all that shit going left with, if shit always going left, you might need to, that's a sign, in my opinion, you might not need to go out with these people, because this is my first time going out with them. You know what I mean? Like, at the time, I ain't think nothing of it, because like I said, I'm 20 years old. I'm just trying to get lit. So after shit died down and I could come from hiding under the pool table, mind you, I drove this night, I think. Or did I not drive? I think I drove. No, I didn't drive. I did not drive. But the two girls I came with, they are not in the club with me. Tink and Belle, they're not in the club with me. So I finally get outside, and Tink's basically like yelling at me like, bitch, where the fuck was you at? Like, blah, blah, blah. You should have found the door, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, oh, girl, you got out. You know what I mean? Like, I'm good. Yeah, I'm a little, shaking up, but I'm good. But it's like, don't, you know what I mean? Like, what? If y'all was really concerned, y'all wouldn't have left me in the club in the first place. That's how my thought process goes, because we were together when shit started going left. But whatever. We're gonna dip it back. We're gonna dip it back. So during this time, I'm trying to make friends on campus. Of course, I also have friends at home. I live like an hour away. I still maintain friendships with some of the people at home still. So I had a friend, and we're going to name her Caprice. Now, I met Caprice my junior year of high school. Our boyfriends played football together, and we had class together. And I think we had a study group one time, and that's how me and her ended up being cool and hanging out. And we just maintained our friendship even after I graduated and went to school. She graduated the same year as me, but she stayed behind and went to our technical college, which was smart on her part. I should have did the same thing. But anywho, during all this time where I'm depressed, going through what I'm going through at school, me and her are friends, and we still talk. And she comes to visit me from time to time. But we never really do anything because I don't have any friends on campus. But now I do. So I'm excited now because when Caprice, my bestie at the time, comes to visit me, I now have Tink and Belle and their other friends that we all can hang together with. And also, Caprice would be transferring to my college. Right? Perfect. Or so I thought. So, let me give you some background on Caprice and I's friendship besides how we met. I am the type of friend that if you have an issue, if you need advice, if you need to vent, at the time, you could come to me and I would just listen. I would offer advice, but I was more reserved with it. And I would try to, help you find a solution, but I would just listen. Even if I was going through my own thing, none of my friends ever knew it because they had, not saying they had so many problems because that's life. Everybody got an issue, but because all of my friends was always coming to me for advice and to vent, I never got a chance to express that myself. So you'll find people that have been friends with me often say like I'm unemotional or my life is easy, and it's like you wouldn't know because I never even got a chance to share that with you, and that should have been a red flag. I did not feel comfortable enough to be vulnerable with friends when I was in my younger years, and that should have let me know that that was just not a safe place for me. Not that they're bad people, it's just not a safe place for me. Caprice was one of those friends. She was an emotional person. Some of the things that she went through in life, I can't say now looking back, I honestly couldn't relate. And I think that's where our wires got crossed. Like the problems that she had and the problems I had, we couldn't even relate to each other. So we didn't even know how to, if we had to help each other, we couldn't. But I ended up telling Tink and Caprice about each other. So they already, had got, a little bit of familiarity. They didn't really see each other yet or hang out yet, but I did let the two know about each other. So fast forward, some time goes on, and another party, we catch wind of another party. We catch wind of another party. And it just so happens to fall on Belle's birthday weekend. So you already know we like, hey, it's lit. So Caprice happens to be there on campus as well now. So we all decide to go to the party together, celebrate Belle's birthday. It's perfect. It's perfect. So now I'm gonna set the tone for this night, cause this is the start. This is when things start to go downhill. This night, we all meet up at Tinker's house to get dressed. You know what girls do: get dressed, listen to music, you know, pregame, all that jazz. Mind you, like I said, my freshman year, I did not get out much. That means I wasn't drinking, I wasn't partying. I really don't even really know what a pregame's supposed to be like. But I'm here because I'm that chameleon friend. You could take me anywhere and I'ma be cool. I'ma just vibe. I'm a vibe. I'm not a Debbie Downer. I'm not gonna try to steal your shine or sour the mood. I'ma just be there and go on with the vibe. So we all, you know, we dressed, we looking cute. I am gonna insert a picture because that's gonna be part of the reason why I was mad. Y'all gonna see. But I was cute as hell this night. You know, for 2016, I was cute as hell. And we all just, you know, sitting around laughing, talking. Caprice, I introduced her. You know, we all having a good time. Until Tinker starts pouring shots. She starts pouring shots, white, brown. She started making Incredible Hulks, and that's when she really threw me. When she started making them Incredible Hulks, that's when she really threw me, because my 20-year-old self had never even seen that in person. I'm just like, bruh, how y'all even get the alcohol? We all underage, but whatever. I'm not gonna drink none, so I'm just like, damn, y'all really lit. So I'm just watching them drink, and of course, who come being themselves? Tinker. Tinker comes and starts yelling at me like, why you not drinking? Why you not drinking? You know. And I'm like, because I don't want to. I'm not a drinker. The reason this made me so upset, too, is because, Caprice, you already know me. You know I'm not a drinker. And Tinker and Belle, we haven't known each other that long, but we did celebrate homecoming together, and we have been to other parties before this. Y'all know I'm not a drinker. I never drink. So why on this night specifically are you pressing me? Sign right there. And she just keeps pressing me to drink. And then I can see Belle and Caprice like both getting annoyed and agreeing with her that I'm not drinking. And they start trying to coerce me. Now, to some people, they'll be like, that's just honest, good fun. But for me, it's not, because I have very firm boundaries, and for me, it's like, if you drinking, why do I have to drink? Y'all should feel good enough to where it doesn't matter if I'm drinking or not. And like I said, I'm not being a Debbie Downer. I'm vibing too. I'm just not drinking. So I start saying, like, why do I need to drink? It's Belle's birthday. Like, y'all actually need to slow down, because y'all mixing too many liquors and we barely even ate. But you know, do what y'all do. Because, like I said, I'm not a drinker, but I do indulge. I'm a smoker. I would never force somebody who doesn't smoke to smoke, because I'm going to get high regardless, baby. Just like you going to get drunk regardless, I'm going to get high regardless. I don't need a co-signer. I don't need a sidekick to do it with me. And like I said, it's Belle's birthday. I want to make sure, and everybody else should make sure she has a good time. You don't want to be drunker than the birthday girl, but we going to get there, because definitely nobody was drunker than the birthday girl this night. So I'm blue, but I'm still remaining calm, cool, and collected, because I'm smart. I know that I have Caprice with me, even though Caprice did not jump into my defense, which that made me, you know, kind of side-eye her. But like I said, I held my own. I didn't let them force me to drink. But it's like, Caprice, you supposed to be my homegirl. This your first time meeting these hoes. I guess she probably ain't want them to take their liquor back. But regardless, bitch, come on. Don't be a pussy. That's how I feel. Because the shoes on the other foot, you ain't about to talk to my friend crazy in front of me. We both just gonna have to fight you. That's it. Ain't no talking. But, so anywho, we end up all, you know, finally finished getting dressed, finally getting in the car, heading to the club. Now, the club was no more than 6 minutes, if that, because people used to walk to this bitch. People used to walk there, and if you went to Costa, you already know what club I'm talking about. So, and you probably know what party I'm talking about too. But anywho, we pull up, and when I tell y'all it's thicker than some cold grits, like it's thick. So we hype, we like, yeah, it's about to be a good night. We lit, we turned, we finally get in, and it did not disappoint. Everything is going smooth, shit just rocking, we having fun. Until look over and Belle is hanging on by a string, y'all. Belle is hanging on by a string. This girl she green, y'all. She looking green. So me, Tinker, and Caprice, we take Belle to the bathroom, and it was all bad, y'all. Belle just started throwing up. But remember, like I said, this party's thick. It's packed. So we can't keep Belle in this bathroom because people bamming on the door like, hey, I gotta pee, I gotta shit, I gotta throw up. People just bamming on the door. So we like, damn, okay, let's try to get you out and get you some water and a seat, and maybe you'll be straight. I'm already knowing, because this is why I already had it in my mind that I wasn't gonna drink, and the people around me should not have been drinking either, because when I have a bad feeling, I have a bad feeling, and it's not for no reason. So we come out the bathroom, and y'all, when I tell you, shit started happening in slow motion. So there's a table like right around the corner. The bathroom's here. There's a table here. We come, and I'm on this side of the table. Caprice is beside me, and then Tinker is holding up Belle. To also paint the visual, Tinker is probably like 4'11", and Belle is probably like 5'7", 5'8". But that's her best friend, so you hold her up. Now, while Tinker is holding Belle up and we trying to, you know, get her some water, one of their homeboys come over and they're like, hey, you know, what's going on? Like, you straight, Belle? Like, blah, blah, blah. Belle looks at him like she's about to answer, and y'all, I'm gonna give you a second. Guess what came out of Belle's mouth? Guess. I'm gonna give y'all a second. Throw up, y'all. Throw up came out of Belle's mouth. She threw up all over the table in the club. So I'm embarrassed. Everybody jumping back like, God damn, what the fuck? You know, everybody's like, ew, disgusting. And y'all know, y'all can probably guess what happened after that. Security comes over and says, y'all gotta get the fuck out with that. So once again, I'm blue, I'm mad, because I'm like, damn, wasted an outfit, wasted all of this time, and we got kicked out of the club. We probably was in there, I know we was probably in there maybe 30 minutes, y'all, if that. But side note, positive note, as we're walking out, guess what happens again, y'all? Another nigga gets hit with a bottle and the party gets shut down. So, I mean, I guess you could say a win is a win, because as soon as we got kicked out, the party was over anyway. So, whatever. So, we get in the car, we skirt off, we get back to Tinker's dorm, and we put Belle in the bed. And y'all, she's far gone. She's drunk. She's crying. She crying for a nigga. Like, she just going in. And she's still throwing up. Like, she's throwing all up in Tinker's bed, just throwing up, crying, throwing up, crying, throwing up, crying. And I'm just looking at them, and I'm just like, I am disgusted, you know. But I just was like, do y'all need anything? Because me and Caprice, we about to slide. Because I'm pissed. And like I said, these are my acquaintances. These are not really my homegirls. I'm just getting to know you. So this ain't our first time going out, but it's, you know, I'm gauging your behavior, and this is the type of stuff you do, and I'm not used to that. So I'm judging, but I'm not. I'm side-eyeing. I'm trying not to judge, because I've never been drunk. At this point, I had never even been drunk before to even experience what she was experiencing. But I just knew that was just not something I was into. And after that night, I never looked at Tinker, Belle, or Caprice the same way again. I side-eyed them from that point forward. And it just went downhill from there. But we gonna wrap it up right here, because I think I'm gonna let this be part one. This is the end of part one, you guys. If y'all want to see part two, stay tuned, because I don't even know, I can't even say it gets worse from here, or if that's the worst it got and it was just inevitable. But thank you guys for watching part one. This is my first story time. And remember, I am COCOMADEIT, and it's not about who made it first. It's about who made it work. And I'm the one who's making it work. Duh!